everyone. My name is Mrs. Johnson, and I am one of the librarians here in Prince George's County for Prince George's County Memorial Library System. Today, I would like to present to you a few different resources that the library has to offer to your students to help them be successful not only during the school year, but also all year long. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen. And the very first thing I want to point out is we're going to go to Prince George's County Memorial Library System's homepage, which is pgcmls.info. This is where everything starts. And as you can see, it's very nice and colorful. There are a few different things that you can click on and explore, especially even as an adult. There are a few things that you can look at that you may be interested in. And anything that I go through today, if you're not sure or you need double checking or an extra, an extra check or anything like that, you can definitely always call us at our Ask a Librarian line. You may not specifically get a branch. We no longer allow for calling the direct branches, but you can definitely get a librarian that can answer any and all of your questions, and any questions that they cannot answer, they may also be able to point you in the correct direction anyway. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we are actually going to go to where it says Online Library, and we'll click here. And as you can see, there are a few different ways to do this. Online resources. The only reason we're not doing that is because we have over 200 resources. So that's a pretty extensive list. And for kids, for your student, this may be easier just to navigate on their own by going to their age recommended list, or their age recommended resources rather. So we'll do kids, that'll be about elementary school age. But as you can see, there's also a teens tab. So if you have older students, there may be things that are there that are helpful for them as well. So let's click on kids. And then you'll see the kids homepage here. And there are a few different things that we're going to go over on this page that you may find interesting or your student may find interesting. The first is going to be the recommended book list. We do offer our recommended book list. They are age appropriate and separated by age grouping or grade grouping. So for example, I'll click on preschool. You'll see that there are a few different titles here. They are separated by fiction and nonfiction. So if you have a student that's curious about how the world works, we do have plenty of titles to help satisfy that interest and that curiosity. And all of these books are in the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. They may not be at the specific branch that you are looking at, but you can find them. We can get them to you and have them sit to the branch of your choosing, so you don't have to go all over Prince George's County. All right, so that's one thing that you may find of interest. And here you can also see there are a few different recommended reads, a few really interesting reads and picks for this month. This changes regularly to include a few different titles, and Black Eyed Susan nominees. Those are really great. There's tween reads. So you can pick through these at your leisure and just see if there's anything that sparks. Like if you have an avid reader who has no idea what they want to read next, this is a great place to start. The other thing that I want to point out really quickly is the events for kids. Now on the kids page, these, like I said, are all basically narrowed down to elementary age or tween age, depending on what it is. And we have a few different events that we're trying to safely present, especially this month. It is Hispanic Heritage Month, so our Our STEM projects are all Hispanic heritage related. Many of our crafts will be Hispanic heritage related. And we're also just presenting a few different cultural events and things of that nature. So there's like STEM for families, there's Mucha Musica. So if you're interested in any of our events that are presented at our libraries, or we do still have some virtual, you can feel free to check this out. It will have everything that you need to know. It will have the times, the dates, and if it's branch specific, it'll say it. If it's virtual, it'll say it as well. And as well as if you need to register, it'll let you know that there as well. You can just click that and then it's just a very easy process. You basically fill out your name. If you happen to know your library card, it makes it that much easier because it will autofill for you. All right, and then we have a few different links here that are really, really cool. If there's, like I said, if there's anything else that in online resources that you wanted to check out, you can go ahead and click this button. You want to get back to the book list. We have that tab as well. We do offer 3D printing in our system. So if that's something that you're interested in or your student is interested in, you can definitely check that out. There is a cost to 3D printing, but it's very, very nominal compared to many other places. We also present Kids Achieve Club. Right now, we're having a little bit of trouble just because that would have to be indoors. It's like an after-school enrichment club. So we're trying to figure out the best way to safely present that so that the kids can take advantage of it again. But as things change and as it becomes available, this will be the button that you want to click and you can get more information and sign up for Kids Achieve Club. All right, so these are the 5 tabs that I really, really want to make sure that I have time to show you and go through. These are the most interesting tabs and the most helpful, perhaps. The first is going to be research help. So if you have a student that is doing a research project, any of these listings can help you and your student get through your research project. For example, biography and context. Biography and context is one of the best resources that I can think of, especially if you end up having a project on a lesser known figure. In educators, that is kind of an important thing to point out to you as well. If there's a lesser known figure, you can search for that person here. And then the other great thing about this is a Gale resource. So if you see this emblem here, you'll be able to sign in with Google. And then now this website is now connected to my G Drive and my Google Drive. And I believe Prince George's County students all have like a Gmail, Google Drive. So what you'll be able to do with that is like save different, let's see, let's just click on the person on the front. All right, so Sylvia Rivera. So let's say I'm doing a project on Sylvia Rivera. I'll be able to not only see everything that we happen to have on this topic, on this person, but I can also save this information to my Google Drive. So here, I'll be able to just click on this here, and as you can see, it says send to Google Drive. And that will save it in my Google Drive so I can go back to it later if I need to. There are a few other, there's Encyclopedia Britannica, excuse me. There's Encyclopedia Britannica for kids. There's Encyclopedia Image Quest. So there's a few different things that you can visit and go through here that may help you with research projects and things of that nature, or just curiosity. The next thing I want to show you is probably my favorite thing that we offer here in Prince George's County Libraries. It is BrainFuse Help Now. It is free virtual tutoring. Let me say it again. It is free virtual tutoring. So this is offered to you from about, I believe, 2 to almost midnight. And you and your student can get help with anything pretty much. So you can get access to free, like, expert virtual tutors. These are people that are vetted very heavily. They're teachers, retired teachers, substitute teachers, some professors. I believe at one point they even had like a rocket scientist. So these are people that are heavily vetted and quite knowledgeable, actually. So when you click on the Help Now Tutoring button, you'll run into this page. And when you run into this page, what you can do from here is you can select a grade. So let's start with kindergarten. And as you can see, there's only 2 subjects, so it's math, reading. But as you go higher in the grade levels, you can see that there's more subjects that are offered. There's English language arts and social studies. We even offer 12th grade help, college help, and financial aid assistance. So if you need help, if you have a student going to college that needs help filling out their financial aid, you can get financial aid assistance as well. It may ask you, the only thing that this may ask you to do is to create an account. It's not going to ask you for anything intrusive. It may just ask you to help create an account, because as you can see over here, there's a button for my past sessions. So let's say you go over something with the person, they will present it to you on a virtual whiteboard. And not only do they just show you the answer, they walk you step by step and make sure that you can comprehend and understand how they arrived at that answer, and they'll walk you through it. So it's really helpful. And like I said, if you hit my past sessions, you'll be able to see anything that you did in the past. Like, let's say you have a test coming up where I can't remember how, I don't know, I can't remember how this algebra problem works or something like that. You can always go back and visit your past session in order to see exactly how you were able to arrive at that answer. All right. So that's BrainFuse. Like I said, there are also a few different services that are offered here, like the writing lab. If you did a paper, you can submit that for critiques and help and things of that nature to make sure that you write the best paper possible. The other thing I want to show you is our entertainment. Now, we, at this very moment, we are offering ABC Mouse not only in the libraries, but also remotely from home. So if you have a student maybe about to the age of, I think, 7 or 8 or so, and if you have an early childhood student, or if you have a little one at home and you're looking for enriching things to keep them busy, this is a great place to start. ABC Mouse is fantastic and has been reviewed by several different child development institutions for its actual quality. So if you're looking for something like that, then we do have access to that. We also have access to Comics Plus. Like I said, graphic novels are actually books. So if you have an avid graphic novel reader and you want to keep them entertained, they can absolutely sign up for Comics Plus and continue to read and read more and more and more. And then we also have like creative bugs. So if you have a creative child who enjoys doing crafts or anything like that, they can check that out and get some ideas and they'll walk you step by step through crafts. And then we come to books. Now with books, we have access to Beanstack. There's the Comic Plus again. Now some of these, quite a few of these will overlap just because of the nature of what they offer. The other thing we want to show you is the Overdrive. We have access to Overdrive / Libby. They are basically the same thing. Now these are, Overdrive is one of those resources that offers all of our ebooks, all of our e-audiobooks. And with Overdrive, we also have access to the read aloud books. So let's say that you have a student who is trying to start improving their reading and their reading comprehension. So what they can do with these books is kind of read along while someone is reading to them as well. So they get both. They get the book itself and that narration to help them improve and practice with their own reading. And then there's tons and tons of other suggestions. Like I said, here are all the Black Eyed Susan Award nominees. And then there's some new stuff. So we also offer magazines through Overdrive. So as you can see, there's a summer fun activity book. If you have any little ones who are crazy about Frozen, there's a Frozen magazine. I did not know that, but that makes sense that they would have that as well. And then the last thing is going to be languages. If you have a student who is learning a language, we also offer help with that. BrainFuse offers language help as well. Gale Virtual Reference Library offers information in different languages, so you can change that around. And then we have Mango Languages. So all you would have to do here is enter your library card number, and then pick a language. And you can choose your comfortability and figure out, you know, if I want to learn French or English or Japanese, it'll let me start where I'm most comfortable, whether that's beginner, whether that's I have a little bit, whether that's I have a lot, or, you know, maybe you're completely, I have no idea what this language even is, but I have to do something for it. So those are the things, the main things that we offer here at the Prince George's County Memorial Library System. And everything other than 3D printing, everything is free to you to use. It is free. We offer this absolutely free. All you need is your library card. And if you have a student that is enrolled in Prince George's County Public Schools, they have a card. They have a card with, that is our partnership with the schools. So it is virtual. They do not receive a physical card, but they have a virtual card that you can either access from home. If you happen to have their report card or something, all you need is the ID number from there. And what you'll do, it is called a link card, and it is PGCPS with their entire student ID number. So this is the number that comes on their report card or their ID card in any other way. And then the last 4 digits of that number there, of that ID number, is going to be the PIN. So for example, I know for a fact that Overdrive will ask for their library card number, and then it will ask for a PIN. So with this example, the PIN is going to be 0100. That's all you need. Or if they're inside of the library to use a computer and you want to get their number, all you have to do is give their name to the person at the information desk, and we will pull that right up for you. Well, like I said, if you have any other questions, please feel free to visit the website and play around with it, or any branch that is open. We are currently fully open, so you can just walk in without an appointment, or you can call us at 240-455-5455. 451. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that this was helpful, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.